year?
Pretty much what you see from them all the time. You've got good players. You got Chucky and Tyler Wall and Crowell, playing at a high level. Davis really playing with a lot of confidence. They got some shooters. Klesmit, Esigian shooting it really well. And they move it, they share it, they run their stuff, they guard. Pretty much same as usual.
Steve Batterson.
Might as well get the Kris question out of the way. Anything new to
Nope.
report there? Do you anticipate him being out then tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Kennington Smith.
Morning, Coach. Appreciate you taking the time to speak with us, or afternoon, I should say. This time last year, you talked a lot about the youth of the team, going through a lot of things for the first time, like playing on the road. And you look at this year, your top 6, 7 guys are everybody who, has a good amount of experience. How have you seen them just kind of grow over time, and how much of that experience has aided the team's strong start this year?
There's just no substitute for it. And I keep saying this because I got 2 really good freshmen, and I got to get them more playing time because they're terrific. Went with the veteran guys down the stretch the other night in a tough rivalry game. Got a league game tomorrow against a tough physical team. But we're going to need everybody, especially with Kris out. So you go with your veteran guys to understand how to process one game plan to another, and how to play at the end of the game, how to play when teams start pressing or changing defenses or running different stuff. Just when you've seen it, and you go through this league, everybody plays differently. So you're going to see pretty much everything in the course of a year. So 1 year itself is just a tremendous amount of experience.
John Bohnkamp.
Yeah, Fran, you talked the other night about your defensive intensity, and Iowa State never got on a run. Is that, when you look back on the game, do you think that was just the key to just keeping at them defensively?
I think, quite honestly, it would be the key to every game, right? If you could play that way all the time. And you're right. I mean, it disrupted their rhythm. And the great thing about it is it wasn't perfect. We had more turnovers than we should have. We missed some shots we normally make. We missed some free throws, but we made free throws, we made shots, we made plays, and we got to the next play if we did make a mistake or turn it over. We locked into personnel. I mean, it was very much about energy level, no question.
Tom.
Fran, you mentioned the 2 young guys and maybe getting them more minutes. I'm curious how you've seen Josh Dix develop so far, and how he's come back from that really serious injury. It looks like he's back to close to normal.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, he's terrific. I mean, he's just a really good player. He's not going to make mistakes. He's going to fight you. He defends. He's smart. Plays multiple positions, goes off the dribble. He's just a really good player. And as the season goes on, obviously, we're going to be rotating a lot of guys, and he's going to be right in the middle of it.
Kenny.
Coach, looking at the offensive execution against Iowa State, a big thing that yourself and players pointed out was how you, played against their ice coverage. When you're looking at Wisconsin, tough defensive team, what does the team have to do in this game in order to, continue to execute and knock down shots?
It always comes down to ball movement, regardless of the way they're playing screens, or if they're icing, if they're going under, if they're going over, if they're trapping, if they're doing drop coverage, hard hedging, you react to it. All right. So you move it, you get the defense shifted, you get the defense moving, and then you drive it. You mix in your drives and your post feeds and your in and outs, but it's not over penetrating, not driving into packs of people, not feeding the post when You know, there's traffic in there, not driving into traffic. It's all about decisions and unselfish play. Because when you do that, then when you do get shots, and if they're threes or if they're twos, it doesn't matter. They're good shots, they're high percentage shots, and you have obviously a greater chance to make those.
John,
I don't know how much you watched of other teams around the Big Ten so far, but I mean, it seems like this league is, I mean, you look at some of the scores just from today that have been going on. What do you think this is going to be like here in the next 20 games in league play?
You know, I don't look at it as any different. I mean, every year it's the same thing. Anytime you get a win, it's cause for celebration. It really is, especially on the road. It's always been hard to win on the road. Every team is really good. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I think you're probably right. You know, there very well might be more parity than ever, but I have always looked at it like there was always parity. You know, and so maybe there's a few teams at the bottom, but those games were always close. Anytime you played anybody in this league, you were in a fist fight with really good players and a really good coach. So, you know, I think from that standpoint, you know, the ability to be mature in your approach and stay together, stay connected, and most importantly, be competitive.
you guys good? All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Fran.